Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to our latest webcast that we're bringing you from Travel Weekly. As you can see, I'm here with the Nuttalls. They are the owners, of course, of the Travel Village Group. They're somewhere sunny. I'm in the cold rain of England, which I'm obviously not happy about. But guys, tell us where you are.
Yeah, we're in Paphos, Cyprus, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, we've
It's
been hosted by Aristos and the Constantino brothers hotel group. Been
lovely.
fantastic hosts.
Oh, he's a great man and a fantastic hotel chain. So, well, it looks amazing. But you're obviously not there on holiday. We should point that out. You are
Yeah,
just off the back of what I understand has been an absolutely fantastically successful conference. So I wanted to bring you on to talk to you about that because I think you've made lots of announcements and updates and done some really great things. But let's come on to that first of all, and perhaps just tell me the nitty gritty. Phil, just tell me how many of your members you've had out, or your staff and your members you've had out there, and also in terms of suppliers as well. So, what kind of size conference have we had this year?
it's been a pretty big split, isn't it? Really? How many people got from the business, Paula?
Yeah, so we made when we booked the conference, we made a decision to allow every single person in the business to come and join us. So we decided we would, close the business down for 3 days. So
Yeah.
that's retail, home workers, head office, back, support teams. We have a skeleton team in the UK that didn't come and join us. There was about 20 of them. Sadly, we have a few agents who couldn't, due to circumstances, come and join us. But predominantly, it's about the size of the conference, about 160.
Including that, there's tour operator partners, about
Yeah.
60.
There's about 38 tour
38.
operators. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this would be, it's fair to say this would be your biggest event you've ever held.
Yes.
Oh, by a way, yeah, by a country mile. Yes, absolutely.
All right. Okay. So you wanted to bring everybody together, and I know you had a really good theme, didn't you? Opportunity knocks. Tell us why you went for that.
It was Paula's idea. We had some ideas of themes, and we weren't happy with them. And I think the one thing that our business is about, the family business, and our relationship with our suppliers, is all about is about doing business. It's about going out and looking for opportunities. And then we sat over the breakfast bar the one evening, and Paula just turned to me. She went, "What about opportunity knocks?" And I went, "Most sincerely, folks." Couldn't resist. So we thought about it, and again, that's the real key thing about this conference is we wanted our tour operator partners, our suppliers. There's no point in coming to a conference and sitting there and putting your business people in front of them and talking about the brand. Pointless. They know the brand. They should know the brand. That's the job. What we want to do is do business. So we asked every tour operator partner to come to the conference with one opportunity that everyone in our business can take away. And that
Wow.
way,
So okay, so it wasn't just a theme, it was
no,
it was like an instruction. They had to come with something. So
yes,
what kind of things like particular offers just for your group, or what
Yeah,
kind
I'll give you an example of that with quite a few examples. So we've secured some groups on both river and also actually at the hotel we're staying in because they've got this bowls championship going on next door and it's just absolutely amazing. There's 12 nations. It goes over a massive opportunity to target in every area of the UK the bowls market. So we're setting up some groups with there. We've got river cruise groups set up, experience groups, and everybody can buy in and sell to that really. So the other thing we're doing as well, because obviously we have got our agents and some of the agents in the UK that couldn't make it. So every tour operator that's joined us on the conference, we're going to have a peaks strategy basically. So every day they'll have 1 minute to go onto our internal social media and again reiterate that opportunity. What is that opportunity? Is it a group? Is it an incentive? What's the USP for peaks? And then they'll win a prize. There'll be a prize as well. So all the agents, and we did this last year as a Christmas advent calendar basically, but we're going to do it in peaks.
brilliant idea. Okay.
on Christmas advent calendar.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all going to kick off in peaks. Brilliant. I mean, it sounds great, and I love that you made the operators come with something. That's fantastic. So let's just talk about what else has gone on this last few days. Presumably you gave them an update about the business in general. I mean, we all seem to have been through quite a good year. I take it you're no exception. Perhaps just give us an idea of what you told all the staff in the business about how you are doing generally as a company.
Yeah, I stood up and basically delivered the good news, which is that every part of the business, so retail's about 61% growth this year. The holiday village was over 40% growth. My side, the cruise side of the business, was just under 40% growth.
And what
So
are you measuring this in, Phil? Is this in passenger numbers or in
we're measuring
turnover?
this in. This is just in gross sales.
Gross
Okay.
sales? Yeah.
But so those figures are really encouraging. There's no doubt about it that the business now has momentum. There's a real sense of purpose there, and it is, like I say, these results are driven on the back of making sure that we're doing business. It's the most important thing. It's great to be coming away. It's great to be having fun, and we have lots of fun. Talk about that later. But ultimately, we are here to do business. And if our tour operator partners are sending some of their representatives out to our conference or to any conference, you need to be able to monitor the ROI on it. And this year, we've got a mechanism through Opportunity Knots to actually measure that, which is great.
Yeah. Great for you, great for them as well. So they'll know that it was absolutely worthwhile coming out and supporting you guys. All right. So business has been good. And then let's just talk about looking ahead then. You've obviously got this plan in place for peaks, but are you looking well set for 24 so far across all the different channels?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a few opportunities with new brands that we're looking at the moment, and also looking at how we can support our business owners during peaks and try and take that operational and administration pressure off them a little bit more so they can trade more healthier.
Yeah.
We're also looking at resource, so our support to agent ratio. So every agent that we have, every 2 agents that we have 1 employed person. So that obviously is adding value to them. And do we need to put more resource in? So we've been working on that this week, and hopefully we'll have all that in place for January.
Okay, that sounds like a remarkable ratio. Is that
Yeah.
something you've always done and it's just been commensurate as you've grown, or is it a new focus
Yeah,
because you want to?
We actually didn't realise actually. So when we was asking our Carol, who's our FD, we said, how many employed have we got? I know that sounds really strange, but we don't count the numbers. And so we have 61 people employed in the business, and we have 90 agents. So that if you look at the employed versus the back office function support. So yeah, it's really.
And the thing is that there's such is the culture in the family business that we can draw, and we do draw on all the employed people, whether they're actually working in retail. They have all got experience, and this is available across the group to tap into. So if somebody doesn't know the answer, that support is available. We're really proud of that, and it's something to build on. But that's a culture we have in the business. It's that can-do attitude, and I think this weekend has highlighted to a lot of people who've been here just how important it is to be supportive and work together as a team.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned the word culture there, Phil. It's a very important word, I think, in your business generally. But I think you talked about maybe you and Paula changing to change the culture of job descriptions to meet your team's ambitions. Tell us a little bit about what you plan to do in that respect.
Always is you. Go on.
Quite interesting, actually. So we brought a pre-planning team to the conference out. So I think it was about 9 of us. And actually, a couple of the young ladies who work in our care team have been incredible. They are, and they sit there, they come in, they do the confirmations, they do tickets, they quite quiet at work, and we've just seen a completely different side to them. So on the back of that as well, what we are talking to all our employed team and saying, is there anything else that you would like to do in the business?
Okay.
Organise events, it's get-togethers every 3 months, or would you like to go and spend a day in our marketing team, and would you like to go and learn about different things? interestingly, we have Debbie Dale out here with us, who's just been incredible, helping us with the conference. And she's tapping into training and funding for anybody, especially in our leadership team, who want to actually strengthen their skills.
Brilliant. All right, so you're basically asking people and giving them the opportunity to move within the business so that they can develop, which is fantastic. All right, let's talk about then sort of targets or you're growing. You've said you've got momentum. All these different parts of the business seem to have done fantastically well this year. What are your goals or your ambitions for 24?
I think there's a few. Because of the nature of the business, we're so positive. We want to increase the number of millionaires. We have salespeople in the business. That's healthy. We'd like
how many have you got in the minute then, Phil, who do 1 million in a year?
15, I think it is. We want to get that over 20
the
next time. So that's encouraging. That's a goal. We want to increase the personal coaching as well. That's a goal. And we are going to do that. We're going to put that in place so that actually I haven't got the skills to do that. But there are people in this business, if we are to follow the momentum through from conference and not drop the ball and be true to our pledges to our supplier partners, then, we, and also to our team, I think we need to have the right people in the business. So we've had a fantastic speaker at the conference, Simon Jackson. He's been incredible. And, he's going to help us and help coaching some of the team as well, including me, I think, and Paula. We recognise.
So he's a trainer, is he? A leadership trainer?
So Simon is a business coach, and not in the travel industry. So he hasn't ever had any connections with the travel industry. So it's quite interesting. He is coming to this with completely fresh ideas, and and he's fabulous. So he's got the mechanism to visualize where do you want to be in 12 months time, start there, where do you want to be in 10 years time, and then the idea being is that we'll probably bring him into the business a little bit more to do some personal business coaching. Wherever what your goals are and where you want to get to, really, including me and Phil.
We had a Q&A on stage, didn't we? And we didn't know any of the questions whatsoever. We were strict about it. We didn't want to know a single question. So we had an hour to ask us anything we wanted. And someone said, have you got a SWOT analysis in your business? So I don't know. I said, if you want one, I'm sure we can have one. And talking afterwards, Simon would be perfect to actually make sure that we follow these processes through. And that we take.
As you get bigger, you are having to perhaps put in a little bit more structure, it feels like.
We are, and we want people to be successful. We want to retain them in our business.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure we've got these processes in place.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Well, retaining people is important, but also getting really great people in at the start. And I know you were also talking about apprenticeship program.
Yeah, we are. And actually, the people that Paula was talking about have come through apprenticeship programs.
Oh, okay. Some of the younger guys. Okay, that's fantastic.
So we're working with Debbie on apprenticeship programs, aren't we?
We are.
And local colleges. And we've been really successful. We've got a group of people out here today who have come through that system.
So how many in the business have come through the system so far, would you say?
We have 5 actually. Yeah, so we have a lady who's in marketing, and the rest are retail and the back office care team.
And the plan would be to kind of extend that program going forward then and get more through that.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, they've got fresh ideas. They're incredible people, and it was just lovely to hear one of the young girls who is out here at the moment. And it was very random. We didn't give any list to the hotel, but she's got a suite with a lounge and overlooking the sea. And she was crying. She was like,
"Oh,
I can't believe I'm in Cyprus and I've got a suite," and she's, it just means so much to her. And she was, phoning her family, and it's just so nice.
It was funny when she phoned her dad and he went, "What are you on about? I got you that job."
Brilliant.
Great.
All right. So lots of focus next year on people, developing people, keeping them in the business by sort of, really encouraging them to extend their skills, which is amazing. In terms of, you also talked about working with new brands. So maybe we just talk about the products, and maybe, like how big maybe more staff as well as, you know, the back office staff. But what other sort of plans have you got for next year, Phil? It's a big year for you as well, big anniversary year.
It is a big year. Yeah, actually, it's 65 years next year. Crikey, O'Reilly, where's that gone? We're looking forward to the Tower Ballroom, of course. We'll talk about
Yeah.
that. What plans in terms of internally, in terms of our brands that we have?
Well, just yeah, and also because, you know, when we've come on before, you were ramping up River again, then you were looking more at touring and adventure. So I just wondered if you were sort of how you were looking to grow the business.
Yeah, we've had some really interesting meetings. Listen, golf is an opportunity for us,
Yeah.
and we sat down. I had a plan, an idea, and two of Paula's business people sat down and said, "No, you got that wrong. Let's start again." And it was brilliant. The knowledge that there is in the business is fantastic. So new blank sheet of paper there. That's golf's going to be a good thing for us. Very excited. Touring and adventure, yes. We also River is definitely back on the agenda, and yeah, what do I say about that? I think the good news is that Lewis is going to be taking back the River under his wing, and I know that the suppliers are going to be over the moon about that. He's missed it dearly. He's been on a real big project with Southampton Cruise Centre, the e-commerce side of the business. He's going to carry on with that, but he's taking then River back under his wing with me. So we're reunited, as we said. We're really excited about that. So
Okay.
yeah, we had a little chink of the orange juice this morning.
Oh, that's nice.
That's exciting. Southampton e-commerce side of the business is going really well. We've had soft launch, no failures, 100% success rate. We're working hard to bring more suppliers into the funnel. It's actually driven more business to the people who are working, taking inquiries as well. The customers who
so they're not all just booking completely online. There's also, but
we've got a mechanism there to catch them or give them the ability to actually talk to somebody if they get a little nervous, and that's worked extremely well. So very pleased with that. And then we've Southampton. We've decided that one of the biggest issues is we need to retain our guests. If our guests are giving us 5-star FIFA reviews, they're not always going to take a cruise holiday. Therefore, we're going to be launching for Peaks the Southampton Travel Centre.
Oh, okay.
And
once they've booked a cruise, but they might want to do other things as well.
So we will be talking to all our guests, and our salespeople are so excited about this. And they're great travel people. They're not just cruise people. They're travel people, and they're so excited. So we are looking forward to launching that, and that will help us to actually keep those customers within the Travel Brothers group.
So that's an online, another brand, Southampton Travel Centre.
Internally, yes, and it'll be people will be able to find it through the website, of course.
Yeah.
But predominantly, it is there to make sure that we service our existing customers.
Okay. So when someone comes back, you can then push out collateral and
absolutely,
offers
or
and
before they go. Every time they talk to the customer, just be in the back of your mind, this is what we can do for you. So very excited about that.
Okay, brilliant. And then numbers wise, Phil, in terms of, you know, staff working either in retail or home working, do you think you see that growing?
I think so. What we've always said is we'll protect the people that have worked hard with us in the business.
Yeah.
When we get to the point where we feel we need help, then we will actively go out and recruit for people. So at the moment, we are happy with what we have, but I have a feeling that come February, it might be a slightly different position.
Yeah.
And I know Paula feels the same. You know, we're doing the same thing to help Paula's business as well. So what we're doing with Southampton Travel Centre is, you know, the way it works. Those opportunities are going to be open to everybody in the holiday village. So it's a fantastic good news story for Pete.
So you're saying, so if somebody wants to book a holiday with the Southampton Travel Centre, it might be some of Paula's people that help them with
No, we're going to open up the facility. So where we're actually drawing the deals and the holidays from.
Oh, right. Okay.
Open that up to Paula's people, and they will have access to it. And of course, you know, we'll also be using artificial intelligence in terms of drawing up itineraries for customers. So we're going to give them much better tools to help them. And when you're busy in Peaks, you know, the last thing you want to be doing is sitting down working out itineraries, etc. I think that's where AI is definitely useful.
Yeah.
So it's
So
going to
you've
help.
been trialing that, have you already, AI? Have you been having
We've
a
just
play with it?
started. Yes, indeed. We
Okay.
just started that. We're working with Tony at T Profile.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
so
they'll be able to help you to make sure it, as you know,
yeah,
that takes the strain, while your experienced salespeople can obviously concentrate on the
that's
relationship and
right.
the selling side of
And then
things.
we go back to the training aspect. We've been showcasing this at conference, and we've been making sure that our young apprentices have been actually delivering the speeches. And you should have seen them. They were so nervous, bless them. And we just said, no, you've got the confidence to do it. We want you to present. And we just put them right there in front of everybody. And they delivered these trainings, things like TikTok, Instagram. We've done all this training and showing, and it's fantastic. And they're creating workshops. It's just the energy is just amazing. It's
Are we
brilliant.
going to see you two doing a little TikTok dance now? Like, you gonna?
You're joking me. Yeah, I did a bit of Ian Jory at the Paphos karaoke. I think we'll leave it right there.
All right. Well, you've brought us on nicely to some of the more fun things that you do in the business. But I was really struck by what you're doing for your teams at Christmas with the Sainsbury's voucher. Why don't you tell us about that? It just sounds absolutely lovely.
It is.
Yeah, so basically we just everybody in the business, whether you clean the office or our business owners, will be self-employed, everybody. So they all got the email yesterday with the £50 Sainsbury's voucher, and basically the idea being is go and buy wine or buy turkey or
A veggie.
yeah, anything. just to
Whatever
have a small token of thank you, really, because no matter whether you are a millionaire or whether you are a home worker or a business owner who's part-time, it doesn't matter. Every single booking counts. And actually, with some people, that can make a massive difference at Christmas.
I think it's just a lovely gesture. I mean, it's just such a nice thing to do. And for every single person in the business, do you do that every year, or is that a new initiative?
We did do this last year, and again we've done it this year.
So yes, it will be. You can't go back now, can you?
No, exactly. Gonna have to just give them more, Phil. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, it's really lovely, really lovely. All right. And then talking about being extremely benevolent and lovely, Ruben's Retreat has been a beneficiary from your activities. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, we went to Rubens, and like everybody else in the travel industry, it's such an amazing place, inspirational place, isn't it? So basically, we've asked everybody who came to the conference to donate £10 to Rubens. £10, that's your fee to come to conference, and
Right.
we will match. So whatever they donate, that should hopefully be about £1,500. We will also match that amount of money.
People need to get behind Rubens. It is a fabulous, fabulous charity. It's like it is personal to a lot of businesses and personal to our business. And, we've had people touched by Rubens quite recently, actually. So it's a very, very worthy cause. We should support it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nicola does an absolutely incredible job there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay. Lots of other little bits here that I want to just pick up on. You mentioned it already, the 65th anniversary of the Travel Village Group. I mean, it is a remarkable achievement. You do have a big event planned, so we can perhaps just talk about that, because I imagine it's something you mentioned over the course of the conference.
Yeah, it is. And everybody's been rushing up, all our supplier partners saying, make sure I'm there, make sure I'm there, make sure I've got a table. The business was, born in 1959, and we're having a business partner day on the Friday, the 6th of December. So all our tour operator partners can come and meet our salespeople, which is a great opportunity, pre-peaks once again. And then in the evening, like I say, 1959. So that's all it is, £1,959. Get your table, get your people on, invite anybody from the industry you want. This is about celebrating travel. And we're going to be doing it probably 2 weeks after. It's 2 weeks after Strictly, I think. So I'll have all the Christmas decks out. The ballroom will be in the most amazing condition. It might snow, might not, but we're going to have a fantastic time in Blackpool, and we can't wait to welcome.
And will you be playing the organ again, Phil?
The organ, the Wurlitzer. I shall be. Absolutely, that is a guilty pleasure. Yeah, I shall absolutely make sure I'm playing the Wurlitzer. Yeah, I can't do it without that. It wouldn't be the same.
No, absolutely. Well, of course, we were there for your 60th, and it was such a phenomenal evening. It's just brilliant that you've brought it back. You had to book it so far in advance because this is the Tower Ballroom, as Phil just mentioned. This is the home of ballroom dancing. It's where Strictly does one of its nights, and it's just so special to be there. And I mean, if anyone who hasn't been, get your table booked, because it was just amazing to turn up there and be in that room, beautifully decorated with all your staff and all that sort of history and nostalgia. It was a wonderful night. So I'm doing a good sales job for you, but I'll be there. And I think anyone else should definitely take a table. All right, guys, anything else from the conference you wanted to just sort of get across, or anything, anybody else you wanted to thank? I mean, it sounds like it's been a remarkable and successful 2 days.
I think really everybody here, it's taking that time out of their own businesses is not easy. But the team of people who are employed who've come out here have just been amazing. We've not had any clicks. They've networked. They've spoke to as many agents as I can speak to, and it's just been amazing. Very proud.
Someone asked me, and I said, you know what? It might not be the best, it might not be the worst, but what we are is special. It's I get emotional.
I know you do.
It's special. What we have is special. There's a lot of love in the room last night, and I'm loving working. Back at the helm of the business with Paula. It's where I need to be, and I can't think of a better place to be. I can't think of a better job, and I certainly can't think of a better industry to work in than this.
Constantino, I mean, the team here have been exceptional. Everything we was going up and asking, like pre-planning, and when we was here, it was already done. We didn't, it was very, very easy.
And so important for agents to see the hotels they're selling clients into, actually.
Of course it is.
I mean, as much as it's nice, as you say, to go away and the weather's wonderful and all the rest of it, but seeing, we go on ships, but going to these hotels to see the level of service, to see the size of the rooms, to see the facilities, where everything is located, it's just enough. I mean, I bet your agents will go back and sell this hotel.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, it's just incredible. And we sat with one of the owners of the hotel last night, actually, at the gala dinner. And just the passion he has. It's a family business, and very like ours, really. But the actual passion that he has for the brand, and I asked him, what about other hotels on other islands and things. He's like, no, because it's the service, it's the employing people locally, and it's amazing.
It is fantastic. The staff here, we got the staff on stage. We involved them in the party last night. They were dancing. They were, and the family were amazing. Letting the staff, everybody was involved. It was just one big. It was just fantastic. What we've had here, Constantino brothers, they are amazing people and a very, very good family.
Oh, that's lovely. And finally, is there any video evidence of you at the karaoke, Phil? Because I think we need Paula, send that to me. I think we need to get that. We share that far and wide.
Yeah, I'll send that to you, and I'll also send you the one of Miranda Taylor, but we can't publish that one.
All right. Well, I'm thrilled it's gone so well. Well done to you. It's a lot of work to arrange an overseas conference. So
it is.
Yeah, it is. But it sounds like what you've got back has been well worth it in terms of the feeling from both suppliers and your staff. So well done to you two, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.